Okay, everybody, we are going to talk about week number 4 instructions this week. And then if you can, Melanie, just go ahead. I'm going to mute you out until I'm done talking. And then I apologize. Date of this recording is on Halloween. So if you guys hear my doorbell ringing constantly, it's been going crazy ever since it turned dark out here tonight. Okay, so I'm on the membership site and we are on week number 4. And you guys can't see the video here. I have, again, when I upload the video, this is where the video will be, but let's go through the instructions. And what you're going to do, Melanie, is just take some notes probably as I go through this. If something doesn't make sense to you, and then I can answer it for you when I get done doing the instructions. All right, so let me go ahead and click that button. We'll talk about week number 4 then. Okay, so for nutrition this week, again, you want to try and do exactly what we've been teaching you guys for the last 3 weeks. Eat a supportive meal every 3 to 4 hours. Remember to try to attempt to get a lean protein, a starchy carb, and a vegetable at every meal as best that you can. Again, it's not always going to happen that way, but again, when you can combine those right combinations, again, that'll make you burn a lot of calories when you digest that. It's going to help increase your metabolism. Remember, try to avoid the simple sugar as best that you can and minimize the saturated fats. So the exercise routine this week, you're going to start performing the resistance training. So each day, what you're going to do is you're going to perform 8 exercises of resistance training, followed by 10 minutes of aerobic exercise. And again, you always want to make sure that you warm up and you cool down. So the resistance training routine. So what you're going to be doing for the resistance training is you're going to be using hand dumbbells. So the first couple of weeks, you're probably going to need like 5 pounds, 8 pounds, 10 pounds, and probably 12 pounds. You probably won't need more than that. But eventually, if you guys keep going with this program how you should, you're going to keep getting stronger. And you will be using heavier weight, especially for like when you do leg exercises like squats with dumbbells, because your legs are the largest and strongest muscle group. Now, the exercises you're going to be performing are compound exercises, which means that they use the major muscle groups all at once. So this is an extremely efficient and effective way to exercise and minimal time investment, which can result in a significant payoff. So the movements are called dumbbell squats, and those are going to work your legs, primarily your quadriceps. You're going to do what's called a 1-arm dumbbell row. That's probably going to work your back. You can do a dumbbell chest press. That's going to work your chest. You can do a shoulder press. That's probably going to work the shoulders. You're going to do a dumbbell curl, which is probably going to work your biceps. You can do what's called a rear tricep extension. That's going to work the back of the arm, the triceps. You can do some calf raises, which is going to work the lower half of the legs, the calves, and you'll perform some abdominal crunches, which is going to help work your core. Now, I've got videos of all these, so we'll go over that in a second. So here's the specifics of the routine in week number 4. So in week number 4, you're going to go ahead and attempt 20 repetitions with each movement. And you want to make sure that you're challenging yourself. Make sure you can do 20 reps on each exercise, but you can't do many more than that. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to go to what's called momentary muscle failure. So that's, again, where you're using the right weight to do 20 reps on each exercise. Now, each exercise then, again, you might be using a different amount of weight. For example, let's say the dumbbell squats, maybe you're using 15 pounds and you can only do 20 reps with those 15 pounds. Like when you do the 1-arm dumbbell rows, maybe you're using like 8 or 10 pounds. So, you will switch the weight up on each exercise. That will be different, and it'll be different for everybody because you'll have certain muscle groups that are stronger than others compared to other people. But each one, then you want to make sure you're doing 20 reps. And if let's say you're doing the squats, and you get done doing the squats for 20 reps and you're like, okay, I could have did 25 of those. That means you're not using heavy enough weight. So you really got to challenge yourself and use the right amount of weight. And that's why we're going to do this every day for 6 days, because every day you're going to get more comfortable. And when you do get more comfortable and you feel like you can use a little bit heavier weight, you want to try and use a little bit heavier weight and challenge yourself. Now, the best way to get help with this then is to ask in the Facebook group if you have questions about it. So you want to maintain strict form on all the exercises. And again, the videos will show you how to do that. You want to focus on the muscle rather than the movement. So every time you're doing a certain exercise, you want to think of that area or that muscle that you're working. Really try and focus on that muscle. You're only going to perform 1 set per exercise. So that means you're only going to do the exercise 1 time. And again, you're going to perform the routine every day for 6 consecutive days. And again, just like I mentioned, you're going to increase the resistance and the weight when necessary. Then right when you get done doing the weight training routine, you're going to go ahead and do 10 minutes of aerobic exercise at 65% of your maximum heart rate. So last week, again, you guys were going 60%. So now we're going to increase the intensity of that aerobic exercise a little bit, not much. So here's the week number 4 overview. If you guys can see this, so day 1 again, you're going to do the 7 exercise resistance training, followed by 10 minutes of aerobic exercise. Same thing on day 2, same thing on day 3, 4, 5, 6, and then always day 7 is always going to be our rest day from exercise, and that should always be your cheat day or your free day with the nutrition plan. So you guys can look this over again. Again, it's the blue button at the top of week 4 instructions. And then you guys can print this off. And again, I suggest you get like a 3-ring binder folder. Remember, keep everything in there. Now, if any of this doesn't make sense to you guys, again, you want to make sure you post in the Facebook group. All right, so let me hop back over to the membership site. So I'm just going to click the drop down arrow for week number 4. So everything is under lesson number 1 here. I put it all in one place. So week number 4, the blue button again, is that's where I just went over the instructions. This video again on the top isn't uploaded yet because that's what I'm recording right now. And then I am going to record the actual routine. So if you guys want to follow along with a client of mine, you can just follow along and watch this video. And then the individual exercises are explained in every single video below this. So here's an example of how to do the dumbbell squats. I'll just play it real quick. All right, everyone, now we're going to be demonstrating the baseline test exercises. First one we're going to go ahead and show you how to perform is the body weight squats. All right, Shelly, go ahead. So when you do the squat, you want to keep your head up and make sure the knees aren't shooting out in front of your toes. So you can see. So each exercise is explained individually, just like that. Now, the one thing about these dumbbell squats in this video here, she's not using any dumbbells. You would just hang on to dumbbells on each side of your body if you can do 20 reps with a certain amount of weight. Now, if you could just do your body weight and only get 20 reps, you would just use body weight then. So this one explains how to do the 1-arm rows. This one explains how to do the chest press exercise. This one is the shoulder press exercise, the bicep curls, the tricep extensions, and the abdominal crunches. And again, I didn't upload it today, but I've got it done. I will upload the actual routine. So if you guys want to follow along, you can go ahead and do that. So what you're going to be doing then, again, is just going to grab a weight, do the dumbbell squats for 20 reps. Then you want to move to the 1-arm rows. You're going to do the left arm and then the right arm. Then you move to the chest press. And when you guys do this, you want to try and go from one exercise to the next with little as rest as possible. If you need to rest a little bit, that's fine. Try not to go longer than 1 minute without resting between each exercise. And then again, you'll just go to the shoulder press, then the bicep curls, tricep extensions, and the crunches. And then you're done. And then you're going to do 10 minutes of aerobic exercise. So again, this is really quick. It's just introducing you again to the resistance training a little bit. You guys will feel a little bit of soreness this week, not a lot. It's really, really simple and really, really easy. And again, it'll make more sense too when I upload this other video for you. So that's the basics of this week again, everybody. So again, if you guys have questions, you guys can post them in the Facebook group. That's the best place to do that. All right. And again, if you need anything, you can always call me or email me as well.